Hi, this is Veronica with Galvan Fly Reels. Today I'm going to show you a couple different ways to switch from left to right hand retrieve. Okay, I like to start with the spring stop facing me. I'm going to work with the pawl directly across from the spring stop. You're going to gently lift up on that pawl just so that you can hold the spring with your other hand. Gently roll that pawl out of there. Flip the arm of that pawl to the opposite direction. Lay it in its pocket. Then you're going to want to lay that spring in the groove of the pawl, in the groove of the left-right disc. So it should gently just fall in there. Rotate that left-right disc to the next pawl and do the same thing. Lift up. Roll it out. Lay it in its pocket. Right hand retrieve. Lay the spring in the groove of the pawl on the left-right. Rotate it a little more so we can get to that last pawl. Lift up on that pawl. Roll it out. Switch directions on that paw. Lay the spring back in the groove of both the paw and the left-right. And there you go. You're going to want to make sure to check the spring pressure on all three paws. Make sure they're nice and springy. If you find that your paw's kind of just laying there in that pocket, that means we need to do it again because the spring was stretched out a little too much. Now you're going to want to make sure that the spring stop, you are able to see it, and that split ring spring, each end is on each side of that stop, which you can see right there. We got it. If it's laying over that spring stop, you won't be able to see the spring stop, you'll see the spring. And that means we have to take it out and do it again because that'll give you drag issues if that spring's laying over that spring stop. And you're good to go. You just switched from left to right hand retrieve. So I'm going to show you another way to switch from left to right. This way you're going to remove all three paws and the spring at once. Start by lifting up one of the paws there. Gently lift that spring out of the groove. Your paws will fall. Make sure you don't lose any of them. Okay. Again, we're going to want that spring stop facing us. This way. We're going to lay those paws back in the pocket in the opposite direction. We're going to go right hand. Make sure the spring stop's facing you. Gonna check out our spring. Before we put it back in, we want to make sure that it's not tweaked out in any way. We don't want it this way. We don't want it stretched out too much this way. That'll all affect your drag. If you need to, bring it in just a little bit. You want to make sure the ends are touching before you put it back in. You want the opening of that spring towards the spring stop. You're going to find the groove in the pawl and the groove in the left-right disc. And you're going to let it fall right in to that groove on all three paws. Check your spring pressure. Make sure we got pressure. Last, we want to make sure that the spring is on both sides of that stop. It's a split spring, as you saw, so we want to make sure that it's not laying over the top of that stop. That'll cause drag issues. You want to make sure that the openings are on each side of that spring stop. There you go.